What's going on? Wrestling Fanatic here. My name's Callum.
I'm the Mort.
And welcome to the Raw Fumble podcast, episode 3. Survivor Series around the corner.
I'm moist.
On Sunday for us. Probably Sunday for America.
I like our Sundays. They're fun.
But it's going to be a banger, especially with the War Games matches. We'll start with the men's, right? We'll talk about the biggest talking point from this week. Paul Heyman returns.
No. The best returns.
Well, Paul Heyman returns with CM Punk. So Solo was telling Roman and the Bloodline to surrender before they get destroyed at War Games. And then as Roman's about to say something, ladies and gentlemen, and the crowd goes wild.
Big pop.
What a pop. And it was pretty cool that he came back. And then he comes back saying he came back with someone else. And we're like, who on earth could this be? Really, the two options were Brock Lesnar and CM Punk.
No, we're behind him, right? Who was a bloody Paul Heyman climb in 2000?
Ryback, maybe.
Curtis Axel. Cesaro, come in.
But Brock Lesnar and CM Punk were the two main possibilities there. And I kind of thought it was going to be Brock.
I'm like, come on, there's one of these two. When he came out, I'm like, righto, let's go.
It's cool that he came back with one of them. And do you think we'll ever see Brock?
I don't know. It all depends on these charges. They're not looking good though.
Like, it feels like they name drop him.
Yeah.
They name dropped him again on Raw. But like, it's weird. I don't know if he'll ever come back.
Very interesting.
I thought if he was going to, it was going to be now. Like, that was...
Maybe for a Rumble, maybe?
Maybe. It's gonna... Like, I have no idea if he's ever going to come back. But CM Punk comes out, and that was pretty cool. He fits.
Oh, like, I'm not sure if we said this on the previous episode, or if we just said this off camera, but I was like, I'd be so down for Punk or Brock, and like, the ovaries are popping, the pants are off again for Punk. If you know what I was saying last year, the pants are off for Punk again, mate.
A year on from his return.
Yeah,
he's now in the War Games match in the Bloodline.
And the pants are still off.
And have you seen the young photos with the Bloodline? So
so good, was
Punk and Paul Heyman.
Oh, great!
It's I like seeing that. This leaves so many questions for War Games.
What's next?
Okay, firstly, Paul Heyman comes out. He's wearing the blazer with a red t-shirt and the red little pocket thing.
Yeah, the red
It looks very weird because Paul Heyman never wears that red shirt.
He always dressed to the nines with like a button up in the tie.
Yeah, he always has a tie. Now he's in a red t-shirt, exactly how Solo would normally come
out. I hope not.
I don't know.
There's only one possibility for me with Heyman doing this. Is either he's becoming more of a Punk guy than a Bloodline guy, or he aligns himself with the final boss. You never thought of that?
No, because like Paul Heyman, again, so many questions now. This match isn't just going to be Bloodline, maybe The Rock. It's like Seth. So is Paul Heyman going to turn on Roman and side with CM Punk? He came out looking like Solo, right? I don't think he teams with Solo, so I put him through a table. But when Paul Heyman was left alone once Roman back, Roman didn't come back. Roman didn't come in to save, come and help.
And the whole
CM Punk,
take me with you.
CM Punk stood in between the Bloodline. They said that when Paul Heyman was with the old Bloodline, the new Bloodline, when Paul Heyman was with them, he said CM Punk is off limits. Wait, was it with Solo in that, or was it with Roman in that?
I believe it was with Roman.
Oh, sorry.
But still, man, like, there's so many things that this could lead to.
Yeah.
I think it's either Punk or more than likely the final boss.
If Paul Heyman sides with the final boss, wow.
Like, that's because he's always aligned with the top.
So against Roman,
he signs
siding with Solo.
I think just by association, he's just on the Rock side because he can't deal with Solo anymore. So,
Fair enough.
and plus, Rock's not gonna be there every week for WrestleMania, so he can carry the feud. I think between Roman, Rock, and Paul. You know.
Do you reckon we can trust Punk? I think we do.
Yeah.
But there was the backstage segment. Sami Zayn asking, I don't know if we can trust Punk. And Jimmy goes, yes, Sami, of course we can trust him.
Talking about
the
that.
wise man said we can. He said he was cool. And I was like...
the delivery of Jimmy was so cringe. It's like a kindergartner.
Yeah. Of course we can. And I was like...
Cringe.
I don't know anymore. I don't like that at all. That
it was too cringy for me.
And I was like... Now I'm like, maybe we can't. Maybe we can't trust Punk. But like, the thing is, Punk, I don't see Punk turning heel.
He's turning too much. I don't know. I think he's gonna be a face for at least a full year.
Yeah.
Before, he's actually.
So it's like.
Well, I mean, like actually, in ring year, like wrestling regularly, and you know.
Yeah. So I find it really weird, like that one bit of Jimmy's line. I didn't like it at all.
I think he's alright what they said, but the delivery was shit.
Yeah, and that makes me start the question. Now, Seth Rollins. He said he was not going to team with Roman ever. He also was not going to team with a Roman Reigns wannabe. But now that CM Punk is involved, what's going to happen with Seth Rollins?
I think he's jealous.
Seth Rollins hates CM Punk, hates Roman Reigns, and doesn't like Bronson Reed. But I think he hates Roman and CM Punk more than Bronson Reed.
Sure.
So who knows what Seth Rollins is going to come and do?
I reckon, to me, this is directly affecting the CM Punk thing for me. Like, just stay out of my business. You know what I mean? Like the Shield, like, or the whole Roman thing. Like you're teaming up with my enemy, and then like Punk can be like, you didn't step up.
Yeah.
So. There's such fair points either side, you know.
This is going to.
I think this is leading to a Rollins heel turn.
Rollins heel turn.
I'm certain.
What if they both stay face but just hate each other?
I don't know, because Rollins has been the face for a little bit now.
Yeah.
Time to again. He's done a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
I think he's just time to. He likes to flip and flop a bit, so I think he'll return in again.
What, like the Big Show?
Nothing like the Big Show. At least he does it every bloody year, every 2 years, not every 2 weeks.
Is there a world where Sami Zayn or Roman turn on each other? I don't think so. I think it's too much already to deal with, so I don't think so. But when will The Rock come out at the end of the match?
Yes.
Will he get involved in the match?
No.
Will Seth get involved in the match?
I'll be saying. I don't know.
So many questions.
That's a good one.
And who wins?
I have the OG Bloodline with Punk.
OG Bloodline and Punk winning?
Mm-hmm. Because then I think this will lead to eventually maybe like Rock and the Fall off from Solo.
I think the OG Bloodline are going, like, people would say that they are the favourites.
It's too stacked for me. You got Punk and Roman, you know.
But they don't have Tonga Loa, so they're struggling because Tonga Loa is the GOAT. Future undisputed WWE Championship. But realistically, right, it's Seth Rollins. I have no idea, so I'm kind of leaning towards the team of Bloodline and Bronson Reed. I don't know. Because, firstly, a tsunami off the top, we better see it.
Or, how's this? There was a...
Jacob Fatu backflip off the top.
I reckon more than likely, a tsunami with, like, maybe CM Punk, like, having a sleeper hold on Bronson Reed. Like, did you ever see, I think there's a ladder match, Gargano and Bronson Reed? For North American? Alright. So, Bronson Reed has Candice LeRae on his back. Candice LeRae's got a sleeper hold on Bronson Reed, and he does a tsunami while LeRae's on his back to Gargano. I'm like,
That's sick.
he just climbs up and just like, then tsunami, and then you get to see her just fall with Bronson. I'm like, mate, who would do that? You reckon with Bronson if that happens?
Sami Zayn.
Isn't that, you reckon Jimmy's a bit like, who weighs the least? You reckon? Probably Jimmy.
Like Punk. They all roughly weigh the same, I would say. Maybe
not Roman's
yeah, not Roman, but the rest probably all equally. That'd be a cool spot, but I don't know if it'll happen. But this is probably Bronson Reed's biggest match.
On the main roster?
Yeah. No, I think it's...
No, he wrestled Okada, man. No. He wrestled Okada and won.
He's wrestling Roman Reigns, Mr. Yeet Man.
He beat Okada.
He's going to be in the main event.
He beat Okada.
I don't know, like...
Don't you know who Okada is?
I know who Okada is.
Okay.
But...
Like, not comedy Okada. This is like the main Okada.
I know he used to be like really good, now he's like
Zawa now.
Yeah. But like I didn't even know that happened. More people are gonna know about Bronson Reed now than they did after that match, I'll tell you that much. This is his biggest match in my opinion. Like War Games with the greatest person in the company now, the most over person in the company now, and then it's gonna have The Rock involved, and Bronson Reed's gonna be a part of that. CM Punk, like, there's no way this isn't Bronson Reed's biggest match of his career. I would say so.
You beat one of the best wrestlers arguably ever. So no.
Yeah, I think the Team B Bloodline are gonna win. That's my prediction. Through a Seth interference. The Roman and Punk on the same team, and Seth is gonna cost the match. That's what I don't know how.
Well, they're cheering the back. If that happens for me.
Yeah.
Just wham! If did you see my drink over there? Just whack in the back.
Okay. Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu next week to decide who gets the advantage. Jacob Fatu. Like, he is one of the most destructive people I've ever seen. And like, just,
you've only been watching for a couple of years. So.
I know that. But like,
come on. Just
the way the speed he goes at with the most, like, he's so intense. He's so...
Bro, that's for me, for a big bloke, that's the best acceleration. Like,
yeah.
When he runs, he doesn't, it takes like probably big guys like myself and him like 5 or 6 steps to get going. He goes 1, 2 and he's fucking full belt.
And like, there's quicker people like Bron Breakker, but like,
yeah, Bron's insane.
When it comes to, this is one of my favorite kind of spots. Like, I like seeing it where someone's head's in the corner and then someone comes in full speed with the knees or with the hip or with the
hip attack or the Meteora.
Yeah, like Andrade's double knees.
That's called Meteora.
And Jacob Fatu's hip
attack.
They are the two best, in my opinion. Roman Reigns.
Oh, the wise man. No, it's alright. We can just pause.
Okay.
1 second.
We're gonna test something. See you in a sec. Okay, and we're back.
So he asked me if I want to replace Paul Heyman. I told him no.
So camera now has, like, I've just updated my phone last night. It just did it for me. Apparently we can pause videos now. So we're giving that a test. I don't know if that's gonna work. Hopefully it does. But he got a call, so we had to answer that. Back to Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu should win, even though Jey is like,
Fatu needs more solidifying wins over talent.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the women's. Jade Cargill is laid out across the car during the Bianca,
she died,
Chelsea Green and Blair Davenport triple threat match for the US title, which Chelsea Green won. Yes, let's go Chelsea. But who do you think attacked Jade? Because they're gonna have to get to the bottom of it. There's quite a few possibilities,
I reckon the top 3 suspects are Charlotte
Flair returning as a heel would be interesting. Bayley is a possibility because she's now taking her spot.
And I got a bit of a wild card. I think no one's gonna say this. I'm gonna feel. What if Jordan Grace debuts and it was me?
Jordan Grace. That's interesting. I saw something about Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, and 2 other people. I don't.
Josh Alexander, probably.
Probably. Like, I all it was like, I'm on Instagram. I'm scrolling through. I see a thread thing, but I don't even have the app, so I don't actually get to see what the thread is. I find that so annoying, by the way. Like, just show me the thread, and then maybe I'll download it. But I'm not downloading it just to see what that is. Anyway, it said something to do with Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, and 2 other people that I can't remember.
Yeah, probably the TNA top stars moving across. Maybe Speedball Mike Bailey.
Probably. But like, that's interesting. Jordan Grace. You might be the only person on the planet saying
I'm still in the walk, right? She's talented enough. I've met her a couple of times.
If that happens, come back to this, mate.
We're clipping it. Clip it.
That's a wild call. No one's assuming Liv and Raquel. I feel like that's too obvious now. Like, they're making a big deal about who is it, and it's like no one's even suspecting them. Like, I think they Nick Aldis questioned Nia, didn't question Liv and Raquel, and they're just no one's talking about it. But like, they're the obvious ones to me that would have done it.
What if it's TV?
That doesn't make sense for her to.
I know, I'm just throwing names at me.
Yeah.
I'm doing the research, fucking checking shit at the wall, see what sticks.
It doesn't make sense for Tiffy. Bianca. Like,
I did say that off camera,
yeah,
but the more stupid, it sounds more stupid. Like, what if she did it before a match?
Yeah.
I would love that. Of all those possibilities, I would want Belair.
A heel Bailey could.
No, Bailey got a face turn, so leave Bailey out of it.
I don't know what it means. Like, if we get a Charlotte Flair return in the same night as a Rock thing, and it could be one of the best Survivor Series.
Or
be up there.
You need to watch the whole of 02 and then watch the whole of 03.
I know, like, I'm not saying it's going to be the best, but it could be very high up there if you have The Rock return, Charlotte Flair returning as like, oh, I took out Jade Cargill, blah blah blah, as like a heel. What would be the reasoning though? Like, why would Charlotte Flair attack Jade Cargill?
Just to get the spotlight back on her.
Yeah.
Because like, she's always in and around the tower picture, and she's the hot thing. Well, not hot thing, you know what I mean. Like, always there or thereabouts. Near the top of the card, so
nothing makes sense yet. Like, maybe Bailey. Bailey makes the most sense to me, but that's a heel thing to do, and I don't see her being.
I don't know what turning yet, man. She just got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think Liv and Raquel makes the most sense, but like, why would they turn this into such a big deal?
They've got too many things going on with them.
Over Liv and Raquel, yeah. Because they're both going for the tag as well. But it's safe to assume Bailey is going to replace Jade. Unless SmackDown says otherwise, but it's a pre-recorded episode, and I think spoilers would have come out by now if it wasn't Bailey. Who do you think will win? Because the heels have 3 champions and a Money in the Bank, Miss Money in the Bank, with Candice Ray as a speed champ, and then the 2 world champs. Surely they win.
I got the team heels, right?
But
here's my big swing for the fence. Well, actually, I wouldn't say that big swing for the fence. Then everyone's celebrating. Then Tiffy cashes in, and it's gonna be Tiffy time. And she's be pinning Nia Jax, because the center of the universe revolves around Tiffy.
Okay, so we're in a very, very interesting scenario with Tiffy going in with 2 world champs. I just thought of something and I'm scared. But anyway,
what'd you say?
She's going in. No, I thought of something. She's going in with 2 world champs, where she could cash in on either of them, but they're her teammates. So it's a very, very interesting scenario.
So post-match, I reckon, for me.
Yeah, it'll definitely be post-match. It can't be mid-match. It'll be too weird and too confusing. What if, right, now, I hate this idea. I do not want it to happen. And I think in the Vince age, it possibly could have. Or in the Triple H era, so it shouldn't. She cashed in on a mid-card belt. That, like, I know it won't happen.
She shits on Austin Theory, no thanks.
I know.
Stop.
I hate the idea, but like, in a Vince McMahon era, I think that's a possibility. Where she cashes in on, or Candice LeRae, she cashes in on the speed title. But no, she's gonna cash in Do you think she cashed in? There hasn't been enough, like... There might be a tease, but I don't think so. I don't think she cashed in, but I think it's a good possibility considering she has 2 champs in the same match, both on her team. So it's like, yeah.
I can see Whack with a briefcase, and then she'll pin the...
They win the match as the heels, but then Tiffy cashes in or attacks Liv. And then
Nia.
Attacks Nia. I'm trying to think how that would go down. Because, like, Liv and Raquel could beat her down. Raquel could hold Candice LeRae back or something.
I reckon, bam, you get the briefcase, and then Raquel sorts out LeRae.
Yeah.
Because then Liv's like, I'm in the clear now.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't think it happens. I think they build the Nia hating Tiffy because they've kept that quiet for a while. Of like Nia and Tiffy having cracks in their partnership. Bianca had the advantage match against Nia on Raw, and all the members from the War Games match were banned from ringside, but Bayley wasn't in the match, not yet. So she helps by pushing Nia while she was celebrating, and Bianca comes in and gets the win. Nia's now been pinned again. They're not doing a good job with these 4 champs because, like, again, 2 world champs on their side, and people are like, they don't look like they're gonna win. Like, realistically, the other team's so stacked.
But they got all the accolades though. So.
Yeah, but they have all the accolades, so I feel like they kind of need a win because otherwise, if they lose, they are getting buried so hard.
Don't say buried.
Like they've been pinned so many times.
Don't say buried.
I know that, but Nia especially has been pinned so many times. Yeah, she's a monster. How is she the world champ if she's getting pinned this often?
I give you that.
I know she won't. Surely Nia and Liv don't get pinned here if they were to lose. But like they're getting pinned so much. It's.
There's only 2 people getting pinned for me if they lose the heels.
Candice
or Tiffy.
Raquel.
Nah. Well, because what if, like, say the faces win, then bang, swerve, Tiffy cashes on Nia.
Yeah, I don't want to get it's I don't know. But I think the heels have to win.
Sure.
Even though they have Rhea and Bianca and possibly Bayley and Io Sky and Naomi, it's like such a stacked team. Anyway, we'll move on from the War Games matches. Now the other matches at Survivor Series, the one that has been actually announced for a while now is Damian Priest versus Gunther. The feud is interesting. I like how Gunther is always sneaking up on Damian and doing dog shots and stuff just to lose those little brawls. Getting put through the announce table, getting put on the floor after putting Damian in a chokehold.
Yeah.
It's like someone like Gunther can't. Once they leave the ring, he's not the ring general anymore.
No.
He's not in the ring. So it's gonna be. Gunther should win still.
To build, like, you know what? I think Gunther needs to win clean.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling I reckon it's gonna be a interference.
They've done well to not make Damian look weak or anything. They've done well to make him look really strong. Even if he won't win this match, I think he'll come out looking better than he did going in.
So he's just trading more with the Finn Balor Judgment Day stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, that should be a big money match. It just felt flat for me.
Yeah, they never got a real good payoff. They had a match, but it was like,
oh, is that it?
Yeah, that needs something better.
Need some barbecue chicken.
Did they have a 1-on-1 match?
Yeah, they had a bad blood.
Yeah, that was like, it was such a bad match. I don't remember much.
It wasn't bad, but I'm like, oh, it just feels flat for some reason.
Yeah, that's just did it follow Drew and Punk?
I think so.
That might be part of the reason. Yeah, I feel like they need maybe one more match to like settle it, because that was a 1-on-1 singles match, right? Yeah, it's like
no stipulations.
They've been brothers for 2 years. It feels like they need something more.
Yeah, a stipulation.
Have they also? Oh, never mind. Okay, don't worry. But because like Rhea's still dealing with Liv, like it's still the Judgment Day stuff is still kind of going on with that. So it's like after War Games, EO has been number one contender for about 4 weeks now. It feels like a while. So I feel like they need to pick that up straight after War Games. Who wins Damien Gunther?
Gunther wins with a interference again.
Yeah.
Then maybe that can lead to a triple threat. I'd say it's Saturday night's main event, I reckon.
Yeah, Saturday night main event is going to be weird to like fantasy book because of how short the turnaround is. The next match, Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus for the Intercontinental title. This feels like a probably good build for it
because everyone's just picking on each other's matches.
Yeah. Like every time they've had a one-on-one, someone's got involved. Sheamus has run down the.
How good was his club to bloody
Yeah, the Ludwig.
Yeah, mate.
That sprint down that sprint like a Charles Robinson sprint.
It took the word out of the mouth, and I love it.
Yeah, that was so funny to see. Braun speared the corner of the table. That was nasty. Quick question: how the hell does the announce table work? Because at the very start of the show, Damien puts Gunther through the table, and then Braun spears the side of the table. Then Nia Samoan draws Bianca onto the table. After the table had been broken, do they rebuild the table and refix it? Do they bring out a new one? And like, what actually determines what's gimmicked, what's not? The announce table is so confusing to me, especially this time, because usually they don't break it at the start.
No.
They usually break it at the end, and then
that's the end.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, they break the table, right?
Yeah.
Commercial break, they wheel out a new one.
And then what actually means gimmicky and what isn't? Like,
so gimmicking means like maybe like it's like a little like half like broken already, and so any impact's just gonna break it.
Because I feel like people stand on the tables and then it doesn't break, but then when someone goes through it, then it breaks. It's like I don't. It's kind of confusing to me. I tried looking it up, couldn't really find anything.
That's what I believe in.
Who wins? I think Braun retains.
Yeah, Braun retains.
Sheamus winning in this kind of triple threat wouldn't make sense.
He's like, mate, at least do them. It needs to be done at a Mania or a big event.
Yeah, and Ludwig Kaiser, he'll get a good showing.
Eventually, he's gonna be.
I think it's his first PLE. It's definitely his first PLE singles thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's had PLE matches in the past with Imperium, but that like they all look like good. It'll be a good match. I think.
3
banger,
great works.
banger. And then the last match, LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the US title. This feels a little bit rushed.
For sure.
Like
I'm so.
They haven't even had an interaction yet.
Oh no, that was a promo.
Yeah.
Remember, you're confident is just a fake or something like that?
Yeah, like they haven't had a proper face-to-face reaction yet, like interaction. So it feels a little weird. I think they probably will on SmackDown because
they got matches to build. For me, there's only one. Oh, sorry. You go first. Are we going to talk about prediction now? Like the final.
Yeah. Who do you think will win?
No one. Double DQ.
The thing with the LA Knight, right? His reign has been
He's defending the belt, but he's like, okay.
Against Berto.
But the Berto
I know the Berto thing is cool. I know that, but like he defended against Santos, then was like a side piece in the Andrade Carmelo Hayes feud, and then beat Berto and Santos again, and then now he's against Shinsuke, which is like the Shinsuke, like LA Knight has to beat Shinsuke. I feel like
not necessarily,
because otherwise the feud, his reign hasn't been great. I can see Shinsuke winning and then losing again.
Maybe Knight's just a better chaser.
Yeah.
Than a champion.
No, there's nothing wrong with LA Knight in the thing. Like he's still over.
Yeah,
when his new title with the new theme with like the
lever,
the title with the LAs on it, and then the actual theme song with the air guitar, electric guitar. It's like it's actually more of like a like a when he comes out, it's like a louder pop because of the song as well. Like I don't know. The song makes it slightly better. I do like that they improved it, but he's kind of like, I don't know. He's had a decent run. I think beating Shinsuke would make it a good run.
Don't pin Shinsuke. He just got back. I reckon double DQ and then
Shinsuke's been gone since the draft. He comes back now, and it's like instantly into a US title thing. That's why I'm like, I don't think you should win.
I'll be doing a no contest, or if someone had to win,
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
And then LA Knight get the thing back.
Get the win back.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could see, because like when you think about it, right? PLEs always have 5 matches. This PLE is going to have 2 very long matches in the War Games matches. So maybe they cut time on this one by making it DQ. And then build it to Saturday Night Main Event. I think that might be the play.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, so that's all the War Games matches, all the Survivor Series matches. The Women's Intercontinental Championship has been announced. It was announced before Raw, I think, and then they played a replay of it. I found that weird. Because that's kind of a big deal, so I feel like it should have got a proper announcement. But anyway, what do you think about them bringing in the Intercontinental title?
I was 50-50 on the US, but I'm like, you know what? I can cop it. This is just ridiculous. Too many fucking belts. Why? Every third or fourth woman has a fucking belt then. No.
I don't think so. I think it's good. The mid card, there are so many mid carders. I know some of them are also in the tag division, but
you can barely back the tag division properly, and you want to add 2 more belts. It's called lazy booking. Get creative, mate. They're called creative writers. Not everything has to be for a fucking belt.
I kind of disagree. I actually like that they've added 1 for each brand. Okay. When I'm gonna list off some names, and you tell me what they should be doing. Right? Chelsea Green.
I'd be happy if she was like a main event champ.
Yeah. Zelina Vega.
Be a good manager and good hand.
Lyra Valkyria.
When she debuted on the main roster, I was happy for her to be a champion, but like this, I'm happy what she was doing.
Dakota Kai.
Damage control.
With Kairi Sane, and then EO was like a main event.
Yeah.
All of PFC. You want them to stay as PFC?
I want Shayna just to break off and be the scary motherfucker destroying cunts.
And then Sonya and Zoe as the tag team.
Yeah. Just let.
Who else? I don't think Nikki Cross will become a thing, but like.
Right, so she's cool for now.
So what is it? Someone like Ivy Nile? What is? She's not a world title thing.
Not everyone can be.
She's not in a tag team.
She's still part of the Alpha.
I know that.
American Made. So
who's she gonna tag with?
She's still with American Made. So whenever they do stuff, it's just automatically linked with her. So I'm happy with that. Same with Maxine Dupree with American Alpha.
Yeah. Alpha Academy. They're not American Alpha.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so there's quite a few candidates, I think, for me. But the 3 that stand out for the Raw one is Dakota Kai, Lyra Valkyria, and Zelina Vega. I could see Shayna Baszler, but I don't think she's getting booked well, so I don't see that happening.
Look, everything that's getting booked right now, I think Zelina's the obvious choice.
Zelina, I don't know if I've said it in a past episode, but when she was up against Liv, she was destroying her on the mic, and she's good in the ring as well. Zelina Vega, first Queen of the Ring and first Women's Intercontinental Champion, for me at least. Otherwise,
Queen of the Ring was disgusting though.
Yeah, otherwise I can see Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria. They're both. Dakota Kai was hella over before she got injured, and people wanted her to win, like, to get a good push. And then Lyra Valkyria is like one of the bigger up and comers on Raw, probably the biggest up and comer on Raw. I'd love to see Maxine Dupree go. I want her to win her triple threat or whatever.
Get fucked.
What?
What? She can barely fucking.
It's, you know how over she is. Like in the women's battle royal on Raw after Riyadh, Raw from Riyadh, that Women's Battle Royal, she's still over every time she does anything. Everyone loves her. I know she's like...
She's greening up than the fucking grass outside.
But Afro Academy's so good. I love Afro Academy.
Mate, she can barely fucking string 3 fucking clean moves together. No. Get fucked.
She could fall into a lucky win. I don't know. I love that.
No.
Who do you have to win the Women's Intercontinental title?
I haven't seen the bracket yet, but...
There's no bracket yet, but I feel like...
Top of my head, Zelina, by a mile.
I could see Natalia going deep.
Fuck off already.
I know, but like... Natalia is like a legend. A legend. I know.
She's a legendary annoying. That's what she fucking is. One of the most
She's so overhated.
Overrated.
She is so overhated.
Overrated. Yeah, thanks. I agree. Overrated. She is annoying.
Natalia's not that bad. I know she doesn't get booked often anymore. Like
she used to annoy the shit out of me fucking 5 years ago.
I wasn't watching back then, but
So it doesn't count because you didn't watch it.
Fair enough. I would go with Zelina, but Dakota Kai or Lara I'd be pretty happy with. But anyone else is like,
I was so down for Shayna with the mega push, but
Io Sky is too main eventy. So
that's not a
word. Be involved. Main eventy, the word. Speaking of Afro Academy though, the New Day versus Otis and Akira Tozawa. New Day got absolutely squashed. They got destroyed. Tozawa with a really high
senton.
And the Otis in there. Oh yeah, free Otis. Still need that Otis check Gable match. But yep, New Day instant loss. Like I was not ready for it to be that quick.
It was like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was not expecting such a quick match. But then after the match, they walk backstage and have one of the best promo battle things.
Bro, every point, it was like every point was valid.
Yeah.
Like, alright, that makes sense.
From both of them. And that's why I'm like, I have no idea where this is going to go. Like we said it in episode 1. I have no clue. It's been 3 or 4 weeks. It's just been more of the same, but this one was obviously more.
These hit different.
Yeah. But it's like, it's been building to this New Day Raw, and I don't know how it's going to go down.
You know what? Well, I felt like everyone's like going and that with the promo.
Yeah.
One thing that told me I'm feeling more confident with them secretly clearing Big E.
You think Big E is secretly cleared?
Yeah.
I am praying that he is, because that would change so much. Okay. There was...
So I'm going to have to gyrate for Big E.
What line hit the most? The fact that Xavier Woods never won the title because he's not good enough?
Not good enough.
Or Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi in 6 seconds?
I think they're not good enough for me.
Yeah, I think they're not good enough. I was like...
Because the whole Brock Lesnar thing, like, that was just... Well, I know you can't take it seriously. The shittest fucking booking, and I think everyone fucking knew it.
You piss it away on a silver platter to Brock Lesnar in 6 seconds. And like, but saying you're not good enough, that's not about booking, that's not about anything. It's about you're not good enough. Like that's wild.
That's like the biggest anxiety fucking thing when like people trying to shit talk at me when I was playing soccer all the time. Oh, look at this fat fuck, he's not good enough. Right? I pull out a fucking bottom corner, I'm like, he's not good enough, mate. Like, it's such a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So that motivates you so hard, you know? Like,
but like, they never really laid hands on each other from that. It was like, I'll see you at the reunion, which is next week. Like, that, next week on Raw, New Day Raw is going to absolutely cook. Like, I don't know how it's going to go down. Is it going to be Xavier turning on Kofi and Big E? Is it Kofi turning on Xavier and Big E? Is it Big E reuniting them? Is it Big E saying he's secretly cleared? Is it Xavier Woods? Is Big E becoming a manager? Is... I don't know.
I'm feeling the Big E secret thing, because like, that hit too emotionally for me to fucking fully... I'm not ready for it, man. I need Big E in my life again.
Do you think they'll stay together, or do you think they'll split up?
or Big E secretly cleared, in my opinion, so they're staying together.
Stay together. It's I can't wait. Like, I'm kind of nearly more hyped for that than I am for Raw game. Like, I'm so hyped for this Raw. I genuinely have no idea where it's going to go. Like, Kofi saying he was a main eventer before Xavier even got to him. Not a main eventer, Hall of Famer before Xavier even got to him. It hit hard that segment, but I just don't know which way it's going to go, because it could literally go either way. It can go either way, but I'm leaning towards it. Completely makes sense.
It can go either way, but I'm leaning towards the secret Big E cleared.
I'm praying it's that, but
bro,
I would also pop for imagine Big E isn't cleared, right? And Xavier uses that to like turn on Kofi kind of thing, like him. Xavier would heel turn, where he's like attacking Big E who's not cleared. Like, that would hit hard. I don't know. And like, this would be a Mania feud if it builds up to it. Maybe
you can switch it out.
Yeah. So that would be like, it would be high. I don't know. Like, imagine Big E. He doesn't say he's clear or anything, and then comes out in the Rumble.
Oh. The pants would be off for Big E.
Like, Xavier and Kofi are already in the ring. They're about to face off. Because they've, like, after all of this, I don't know, Xavier puts Kofi on the shelf for a little bit. Then they have a face off. And then Big E's, like, the New Day music hits when they're both already in the ring. So it can only mean one thing, and it's Big E. Yeah. That would be...
Not Lucy Jones?
No, Lucy Jones. I keep forgetting he was a part of it. That would be cool. There's so many possibilities. I have no idea.
Don't actually say Lucy Jones. Don't. No.
Oh no.
That scared me for a second.
Yeah. Then, speaking of banger segments, Cody and Kevin Owens. When Xavier and Kofi went back and forth, they were like, wow. None of them was wrong. Neither of them were wrong. It was just insult. And they were both like correct. They were both saying facts. It was kind of similar with Cody KO.
Mate.
But KO, who is KO right? Who's Cody right?
I believe if
right.
If you hold gun to my head, I'm made to make a decision. Kevin is right.
And like,
but I love Cody found his balls again, Mort. Let's go.
He found his balls. But we'll come back to the segment. But also after the segment, he attacks Carmelo Hayes. Like Carmelo Hayes.
He didn't attack him.
No, he says something.
Confronts him,
and then could we be seeing Homelander Cody Rhodes?
Oh,
like,
dude!
We see our heel turn Cody Rhodes.
I'm so game for that. There's this guy called Mustafi something on YouTube. He done What If Cody Turns Heel.
Yeah.
Homelander Cody was such a fucking prick.
I kind of would prefer to see Homelander Cody than Babyface Cody. Like, Babyface Cody is like slightly boring. Not that bad, but like, yeah. He's had, like, his run has, I don't know if people think his run's been bad. It has been good. Like,
okay.
The AJ Styles stuff was great. He had a banger match, and then the AJ fake retirement was amazing.
Yeah.
Then he had a match against KO, which was like
face KO.
Yeah, it was like
he didn't want to take advantage of the leg.
An interesting dynamic. And then you had the crown jewel as well. What else did you have?
Solo.
Oh, yeah, Solo.
And there's a 6-man tag.
It's been a good run. Like and then the Solo, like the match on SmackDown was a banger. The steel cage.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I kind of would prefer Cody turning heel, and like I think that'd be sick.
When though?
I don't know. Like, because if you
kind of turn him before Mania.
I know. If you had Cody versus Randy.
Randy has to turn.
Randy's to turn. Okay. Because like imagine Randy. Oh, everyone loves Randy. Everyone loves Randy.
Everyone knows how much of a snake he is too. So I think that he'd be right.
So it'd be an interesting thing if Cody was the heel going into it.
I'll leave Randy as a snake, man.
Okay.
Like I said, I still got Cody. I'll leave Randy still being the one to take off the belt off Cody though.
Yeah. You think Randy, not Rock or Roman? Yeah.
Look, they could.
Is there a world where Kevin Owens wins?
No.
I think they'll play at Sunday Night Main Event. I think they'll first at Sunday Night
Sure.
Main Event.
Yeah.
Apparently that's like a big deal. Sunday Night Main Event. Like it's an NBC thing. So
Yes,
it's gonna have
that was
lot more
a thing
eyes.
back in the day. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
There was also another bigger match. I think it was like 06 Sabu versus Cena. That was an absolute clinic. Did you ever? Come on, you sure you all have seen that?
I haven't seen it, but I know that they had a match and it was really good. What do you think was better, the New Day segment or the Cody Kevin Owens segment?
Look, it's a very close one, but I'm taking the New Day.
Yeah,
To me, it's more heart wrenching, you know, seeing them two fight.
Yeah,
Like for 10 years.
I don't know if it's recency bias because I remember like it was like 3 days more recently, but like Cody KO was so good though. Like I thought it was one of the best segments of the year, like best promos of the year.
It was fucking awesome.
And then now the New Day stuff is like, Cody KO hit for longer, so I might lean towards that to be honest.
Oh, it's changed your mind, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it hit for longer. It went for like 9 minutes, and it was just
Both for great.
yeah, both like 2 of the segments of the year, promos of the year.
Brilliant.
Back-to-back weeks, back-to-back episodes, same week. Miz and Final Testament. It's still cooking. I thought that could have been a match for Survivor Series, but they went with the Shinsuke LA Knight thing. I was like,
I can handle it.
yeah, I can. Like they need SmackDown stuff instead of Raw, but like it's kind of interesting, kind of weird. But then they had the segment where it's like Scarlett was getting attacked by Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Fine. And then on the wall it said, everyone has something to lose. Yeah. Everyone has something to lose. I don't know what that means. They could lose each other. Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
What if I still Scarlett?
Maybe.
I've had tequila with her when at Wrestle Rock in Melbourne, Corner Hotel. With JXT.
Yeah. I think that could be like they start to like because when Karen came in the room, he's like Miz meant to walk in. It's like no. See, I love Karen. He's so good. But like when Karen walks into the room, Scarlett was hitting him. So I was like, maybe she got possessed. Like, I don't know. And everyone has something to lose. They could lose each other. That would be interesting.
No.
I know, but like it could be something. I don't know. What else would they have to lose?
I don't fucking. AOP can fuck off and do their own thing.
No. I think they need to be with these guys, really. Because, like, what are they? War Raiders don't have anyone to. Like, AOP are just, like. I know, War Raiders aren't good on the mic. They don't really get.
They need a manager.
Yeah.
Like, when they had Paul
AOP need one even more.
No, War Raiders
maybe
alright.
just Paul Ellering, but, like, so far, I didn't watch their NXT stuff. I know that they were really good in NXT with Paul Ellering. But Paul Ellering on the main roster, I've been like, okay. Like, Karrion Kross is better at being the manager, and
Cross is deadly though.
yeah.
Ellering was like, I don't know, just everything made sense. It flowed like it's like they were writing the book because like they were authors, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was so just like tick, 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 you know.
Yeah. I think could this lead to a Saturday Night Main Event match, or is it going to stay on Raw as well? I think it'll stay on Raw.
I hope in saying that it's main event just to give him a bit more of an extra.
Yeah, like when even the Chad Gable stuff. Chad Gable died, and
they shot him.
It didn't even make a PLE. Like I found that weird.
They shot him.
Yeah, I noticed. But like I think this will stay on Raw as well. I don't know. Like Uncle Howdy and that they haven't had a PLE match. But lights going out. I don't know. Where's Sunday Night Main Event? Is it indoor, outdoor?
I don't remember.
I feel like this is gonna stay on Raw as well. Like,
well, fine, that doesn't matter. Like, you'd rather on Saturday night's main event. So
it'll be. I have no idea how they're gonna book it because it's like gonna be stuff from falling out from War Games. They're starting to build stuff now, but it's like it'll be Cody KO. It'll be maybe Livio. if that's on Raw, Io's not even a chance. I don't know. Maybe some tag thing.
No idea. Sorry, I'm the drinker.
Speaking of the War Raiders, how we were talking about them earlier, Judgment Day defeated the War Raiders in the tag title match.
Dom clutching up there, man.
Yeah, Dom with the foot on the rope. That was pretty bad getting to that rope. Who do you think beats Judgment Day now? I thought the War Raiders were actually going to win and like lead to actual tag matches.
I reckon maybe a rematch and Warriors get them back. Like a steel cage or something like that. I don't know.
I think they're at the back of the line now.
Because don't fuck them though. So
yeah, but that happens in every match, and it's not like they. I don't know. Like War Raiders, they're good in the ring, but like they're lacking some. They're better than they were with the Vikings, but
I think maybe a bit more athleticism with Ivar.
Yeah.
So
when they were Vikings, their character was terrible.
It was garbage.
This is slightly better. Like it is better.
It was like bloody Raw. Like the first episodes of Raw, the Viking stuff. It was cringe as fuck.
So this is a lot better, but I still, I don't know. I'd rather see like if New Day were to.
Yeah, New Day could be a good shout. Like get to be a winning streak and then take off down the Judgment Day.
Like imagine. I kind of want to see if New Day do stay together, they need to win the tag belts.
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
Because like, hear me out. We'll fact check it, but I actually don't think they've actually won. Like become the new tag team champions at WrestleMania.
Oh no, I don't think they have.
They usually walked in as the champs.
Yeah. Or not one. What else? We've got, speaking of tag, Montez Ford beats Tommaso Ciampa. It was a pretty freaking good match. But the way Tommaso hit him with some moves, but then Montez kind of like, there was some mad reversals in that match.
Bro.
The reversals in that match.
Montez is an athletic freak.
Yeah. Montez beat Tommaso by like kind of falling into the pin and like, not falling, but like dropping. Again, don't know what it's called. I'm not good with technical names.
So just say surprise.
And then Tommaso was like...
Wait, no, sorry. I think they call it a small package, but it's not a small package.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Tommaso, I'm liking the tag, the SmackDown tag. They're the new SmackDown 6. They actually are. Like...
I love them 6 so much, but they were nowhere near...
These three
Angle,
are cooking. This trio...
Benoit, Chavito, Edge...
Pretty deadly, 18 Down Under. They're good, but these three duos are so good. Motor Machine Guns, Street Profits, and DIY.
It's the healthiest the SmackDown tag division has been since
SmackDown 6.
No. When Usos and New Day were putting the bangers on.
Fair enough.
You know, you remember the tag team on as well?
They've had their rivalries, like probably one of the better tag rivalries of all time.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm loving these 6. They're just, I'm loving it all. Like I don't know if Street Profits and DIY are gonna all turn heel. They both hinted it. I think Tommaso is gonna turn probably maybe on Johnny Gargano.
Or another match for you for Saturday night's main event.
What?
I know they ran it at Mania. 3-way ladder match, them 3. Actually, they had a match recently, they did though.
Yeah, they had a thing for the bloodline.
Oh, that would be so good though.
Yeah, I think they've had enough ladder tag matches recently, but
it would be a good match.
Yeah, 100%. Like these
actually,
three.
How about a table elimination match?
Yeah, anything to see these guys wrestle. I'm not complaining. They are so good. I love watching every single match. What else? We've got R-Truth and Pete Dunne next week. R-Truth still thinks he's in Judgment Day. He's like, we're not family, not invited to Thanksgiving. Carlito's like, what? Can't get Thanksgiving's off? Maybe Carlito's in the Mount Rush. For funny.
You got a few one-liners. Yeah.
I don't know, because we've got the 3. I don't know who the 4th one would be, but Carlito's probably up there. And then they have a match next week. I just want to see more R-Truth. Tomfoolery. What else? Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. Chad Gable helps the Creed brothers beat Ray and Dragon Lee. by twisting Ray's mask. They've used Ray's mask like 3 times in the last like month and a half.
And I love teasing with the mask. I think it's a sign.
Yeah, maybe it's a sign like a mask versus something match. I don't know. Like imagine, wait, I got an idea. Mask versus hair match with Chad Gable, and then if Chad Gable goes bald, that's like Kurt Angle,
Peak
Perk Gable.
Ooh,
Tell me that. Like
That's
his hair,
nice.
his hair isn't like a big part of him, to be fair. But so it wouldn't really feel like it. But imagine
For the lols.
Imagine a bald Chad Gable. It's like a mask versus mask versus hair match. Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio. That's such a banger. That would and then
That'd be fun.
Rey wins.
That'd be
Chad
fun.
Gable goes bald.
For the lols.
Put that Saturday main event. Book it right now.
I'm feeling that.
Saturday
That's
main event.
cool.
Book it. Because they've touched his mask too much. Xavier Woods took it off. Chad Gable loosened it one time. Or,
Yeah, there's something happened.
yeah, something happened with the mask, and then now he's twisted the mask and made it blind. And they got the roll up. So I think it's a sign that they're doing something with this mask, because it's before that, who was doing anything? The last time I saw it was probably Royal Rumble when Rey was injured. So Dom took his spot and held the mask. I don't know. They don't really touch with the mask much. Otherwise, so I think it's a sign. I think we're getting a mask versus hair.
Definitely all aiming for something.
Chad Gable. I want to see bald Chad Gable now in the American like singlets. Oh, tell me that's not Perk Gable. That is. Then he's gonna win. Then he's gonna win a title. I think he's gonna win a title if he's Perk Gable. Bald. Oh, you suck. Imagine the next week after he's bald. You suck. You suck. Every so
I tell you what I would do.
What?
Okay, we'll cut the promo then Angle comes out.
Kurt Angle coming.
This is not that bad.
You look alright. It's not that bad. Okay. What else? That's pretty much it for main roster. AEW. So we're both planning on going to we're both planning on going to AEW Grand Slam in Brisbane. We've gotten tickets. I won tickets through a competition. But they've downsized from Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane to Brisbane Entertainment Centre. So it's like a 50k stadium down to a 15k arena. AEW.
Look, they never should have gone to Suncorp.
They are struggling. They think because they can sell Wembley, they think, yeah, we can sell.
They're like the hardest core market. Like them and the Canadians, man, like they'll go to anything. So
I think if you did it in Sydney, they could have sold out like Combank, which is like a 30k.
you'd be pushing it.
Sydney is like more of a
hub.
Yeah.
Like the Brisbane wrestling scene's so good. Like you got some top majors there, like Todd Eastman. There's Bobby Bishop, who's like the funniest bloke.
I don't know any of these names, by the way.
Sorry, Aussie independent scene.
Yeah.
Mate, they go off. Mate, but Sydney to me is just that much better.
The highlight of AEW.
Oh, you and your fuck off.
I am a chronically online person, right?
Nerd.
And I have seen people, not just me, I've seen people say that Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall saved the show. I thought firstly, that spear from Big Justice onto QT Marshall was one of the greatest spears I've ever seen. He's a 14-year-old kid spearing QT Marshall. Obviously, QT Marshall sold it like a...
Like he got shot.
Yeah. But, oh my lord, that spear, you can't tell... I know you're a hater, but you can't tell me that spear wasn't really good.
The spear was
really good. Oh my... And I don't watch AEW. I do not watch it. That's the first time I've ever been interested in an AEW match and actually watched the match in full. I've never watched an AEW match in full. I'm going... Like, I know what... Like, I see stuff on Insta, I see stuff of like...
You know your Osprey, your Young Bucks.
I know the names.
Darby.
I know if there's a big story, I know like bits and pieces of what happened. And like going to going to the Grand Slam, I'm going to be kind of hyped for it, like seeing former WWE people, some AEW guns. They're going to put on good matches in that. But like... Big Boom AJ, he can go in the ring. He's pretty decent. Like, I want to see one more match at Grand Slam. Oh, if they have one more match, I know he's signed a 1-match contract, but if he has one more match, I would love that. If he came to Australia and wrestled, I would be so hyped.
I wouldn't spend you to stab him.
Nah. It was such a banger. Big Show coming out with the Rizzler. Paul White, coming out with the Rizzler.
I got the ultimate Riz. No can resist them all. Cute day on Monday, mate. So I'm definitely doing something. Yeah. Ultimate punching up ever. Love you.
But
no, joking. Monday.
But you know what I reckon? Here's what I reckon.
Calf furniture fucks.
No,
him in the butt.
Wait. Big Boom AJ, Big Justice, the Rizzler, Trios champions.
Fuck off.
The Rizzler couldn't even get up to the second row. He was climbing it like a proper ladder. Because he's like 7 years old, this kid. The Rizzler is 7 years old. You know how big he is? Like, popular. He is so popular at 7 years old. You're not online. You don't fully understand.
I am online. I don't give a fuck.
How big of a deal the Rizzler and the Costco guys in AEW is. Like, that got the segment got. It's the third biggest segment in wrestling segment on Twitter all year. That beats Paul Heyman and CM Punk. It only lost Joe Hendry returning at NXT, Joe Hendry's debut at NXT, and The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Nothing else all year, not even The Rock, has beat the Costco guys on AEW on Dynamite. Not even the match, on Dynamite. That segment got over 10 million views on Twitter. Pretty big deal. Put him in the Royal Rumble.